Hey everyone, Laura here.
Tanya here.
We've been friends for over a decade and worked together for a long time in call centers as agents, quality analysts, managers, and supervisors.
In 2018, we started up this podcast to talk about the batshit bonkers bullshit we see and continue to see in our time at work and at home as consumers.
We also share your stories as both consumers and as employees.
So keep them coming to Q as in cucumber at yahoo.com.
We host the show anonymously and use aliases. In the stories we tell, we change names and identifying details of people, locations, and companies.
We also share your emails anonymously, so any similarities to real people, locations, or companies is purely coincidental.
So if you think we're talking about you, guilty conscience much?
Now on with the fun.
Love your faces.
Smooches.
Hey everyone, this is just a little something that we started doing recently because one of our friends had a terrible experience with this company. And it was so bad that we decided that on Q as in Cucumber, we're going to go ahead and read their Glassdoor reviews. And on the Parent Memoirs, we're going to go ahead and read Yelp reviews. So this is the first one that we're going to do. We'll probably make this a regular segment. So enjoy. Love your faces.
This call may be monitored and recorded for quality assurance.
This job would be great if it wasn't for the fucking customers.
We're always this stupid. Did you take lessons? Just calm down.
Oh, fuck you!
You can't handle the truth.
This call may be monitored and recorded for quality assurance.
In other words, be nice, asshole.
So, here we go. This was one that I found. I would not recommend a 2-year-old work here.
A 2-year-old.
Management treats you like animals and just wants you to work without getting thanked or helping out and busting your back and just doing extra to help the team out. The pay is crappy. There are chances to get incentives, but they expect you to rely on that and they will not give you a raise. One of the thing I've figured out through scrolling through a lot of these, it seems like they don't do a raise, they do a bonus.
Okay, so they try to incentivize them to do more stuff.
Right, like once a year they give them a bonus in lieu of giving you a raise.
Is it a big bonus?
I don't know. Maybe I'm misunderstanding.
Is it like $7,000 or something? I mean, because I know I've worked in some places where I can make some fucking money on some bonuses.
Right, exactly. It says, but they expect you to rely on that and they won't give you a raise. This job is physically, emotionally, and psychologically draining. Please do not do it. Try to find something else. There is something else out there. You can find it.
Wow.
I thought that was funny. I was like, oh
They just
God.
emailed me the other day about a job.
Oh, you know what? Okay, so I'll read one more. It says poor management, same as because it on Glassdoor it has like pros and cons and advice to management.
Uh-huh.
It says poor management, same as a lot of other reviewers under the cons, right? And it says it feels like no matter what, management is full of secrets and lies. They say what they need to say in order to placate all of us, but it's almost always a lie. They do play favorites more than I have ever experienced before. Most of the time, when they post a new job position on the internal hiring site, it's actually already been filled by the store manager's niece or friend.
Oh, shit.
They say that they value us, but they don't listen to anything we have to say. I was like, really? They give us a 25-cent, when they do give us a raise, they give you 25 cents, but it caps out at $1. So you could work there for 15 years and you would only make $1 above someone who just started. Then they tell you can advance with the company to increase your pay grade, but it's only if you're someone's niece or friend.
Oh, no.
Once again, secrets and lies.
Oh, and you know what? I've wanted to go there, but after some of the things I've heard,
Mhm.
and then that, I don't think I would want to give them my money because I thought it would be kind of cool to take Soph and a couple of her friends or something. I mean, even just Soph and a couple of her friends, and then I go there and just, fucking relax for a couple hours while they're running around like crazy people or whatever they're doing.
Mhm.
But I just don't feel like that would be, that I would want to support that business.
No, and you know what? I will actually read you, because yesterday Jess came over and we recorded, and I'll read you some of the ones, the Yelp ones that we had, because these were fucking hysterical. This, honestly, I think I even said it on the show. I was like, oh, that is straight up something Tanya would do.
Oh. I like when people reference me on things. Especially when it's some weird shit.
Okay, so this is a long review, but it's really funny. So when we first walked into our room, the thermostat was literally hanging off the wall. Plus, the bathroom smelled like poop. I mean, so strong, my eyes started watering. The smell eventually started to go away, so obviously someone had just used our bathroom shortly before we checked in. Jesus Christ. Room keys weren't quite working multiple times. The desk asked us each time we had to go down there if we altered or extended our stay. Nope, we had the same stay, scheduled since February. The second lady who swapped out our bands was so incredibly rude and short with me. I felt like the least she could do was slap a fake smile on, knowing how inconvenient this had been for us over the course of our stay. We pulled out the sofa sleeper, and the sheets were covered in black hairs. Everywhere, tiny black hairs and big clumps of hair. It was absolutely disgusting. When we were at the kiddie pool on Wednesday, May 22nd, we had an issue with a little boy who would not stop shoving his way to the front of the water slides. The lifeguards were trying to handle him. Finally, they said they would call management out, but they never did. And this kid continued to ruin other kids' times by shoving them out of the way and literally swimming at the bottom of the slides in the water instead of getting out of the way. So, because I would imagine, like,
they're coming off the slide, that kid could get hurt.
Right. And the people running the slides are like, nope, you can't go until this fucking kid moves.
Right.
Right. This carried on for hours. So we went over to the gated kids area, and a kid pooped on the floor by the steps.
There's a lot of poop going on.
To go up to the slides. Now, this is where I was like, oh, that's Tanya. She says, I sat there for over an hour watching lifeguards pass this poop, and no one did anything until finally I had enough and yelled out, that's poop! You would have done that.
I would have videotaped them to like, oh, look, here's number 4, number 5, number 6, just passing up the shit.
I know, right? It gets worse. And it says all of the other parents looked absolutely disgusted. Then all of a sudden, a man in a red t-shirt came running in to grab it. But instead of disinfecting the floor, he just threw a chair over the space where the poop was.
Oh, not even an orange cone or anything?
No.
A chair.
It's disgusting. And then she goes on to say, vacations should be fun. We have 5 kids, and it takes us a while to save up for a vacation. And this place is super expensive. For one night, it was over $1,000, and it should have been a fun experience. And it just wasn't. But that's poop.
It was over $1,000 for a
Apparently, it's really fucking expensive. Like,
what do they do there? I mean,
I don't know.
I mean, I know they have like a water park or something and restaurants and stuff.
I don't know. And I don't know if that's just the hotel or if that's all included.
That's fucking it for one night, $1,000.
Yeah.
Like, are they charging by the person? What are they doing? Like,
I spent $1,000 to have my kids spend the night, and you guys just let
there was
poop
shit everywhere. Get
just
the fuck out of
hanging
here.
out. You guys can't change a fucking sheet on a sofa sleeper. Yeah, I would be pretty annoyed too. I would never want to go back. That's a lot of money to be spending on a really terrible experience.
Jesus. Doo-doo everywhere.
Ew. That's gross.
That's poop.
That's
I would have said shit, though.
Oh my God. Of course. But, with kids everywhere.
I don't care. I still would have said shit.
So, until next time, I'm Laura Mack.
And I'm Tanya Edwards.
Love your faces.
Smooches.
Like what you hear? Rate, review, and subscribe on iTunes or your favorite podcasting platform. And follow us on our Facebook page by searching Q as in Cucumber. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram by searching QAIC_Lara, LARA, and QAIC_Tanya, TANYA. Don't forget to check out our other show, hosted by me and Jessica James, called The Parent Memoirs. And we want to hear from you. Share your stories by emailing us at qasIncucumber@yahoo.com, and you might just hear your stories on a future episode. Love your faces.
This call may be monitored and recorded for quality assurance.